Hey, this is Lorena, and I'm inviting you into my life, an embroidery work day. Yeah, we're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna have fun. I'm so excited because I'm gonna have all three of my machines going chicka 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 chicka, and it's so sweet. I'm so excited. Okay, let's just get working. We're gonna do two different types of jobs. Job number one is gonna be a t-shirt job with a business logo on it. It is a closed logo, and so we're gonna use a cutaway stabilizer and we're gonna layer it. I tend to save a lot of my scraps. This is a cutaway, you can't tear it. And what I do is I cut this in half and I layer it, and I use Elmer's glue, just the basic Elmer's glue stick, and put it on there, and then you put the hoop on. Client sent me the logo, and I ended up doing 3 or 4 run-throughs before I even started the shirts to make sure that she liked the logo. The reason I do that is to make sure that the client has literally a physical sample so they can see the logo and what it looks like when it's embroidered out. Also too, I get rid of any glitches or any problems that that logo may have. So let me show you some of the run-throughs and why it's important to do them. I did this run-through right here, and it looked perfect on the computer. It looked great on the computer, but then you see that there's like these jump stitches and voids that it did. Okay, so this is the second run-through that I did. This is a satin stitch, I believe, and I showed it to the client. What she decided, I also did a different run through, but she took it where I did step stitching in the center and stopped doing the satin stitches. It looked a lot cleaner. It had, like, I don't know if you could see, there's like these opening and voids that you see. This is also a closed logo where you see the black satin stitch all the way around. I also want you to know that when you're doing a business logo for any company or whatever you're doing, have 2 layers. You want to have enough thickness so that when the logo is washed, it doesn't crimple on you. So if you do embroidery and it crimples up on you, you don't have enough stabilizer to stabilize or support that logo. This logo is also a very densely stitched logo, so you want 2 or 3 layers. I use 2, and then I just cut it the size of the hoop, and I have a big perimeter around there. Sometimes if you don't hoop the item properly, the logo tends to shift and move to the side, and it causes problems. I also use 2 layers, so here's 2 layers, and I'll show you how I hoop it. I want to make sure that this stabilizer completely surrounds the hoop. It doesn't matter how you place it. I tend to also put this fabric inside the shirt, and then I put the hoop in. It just makes it easier than doing one at a time or both. And so you want, when you're hooping, let me move it here, forgot that. Yeah. You want to make sure that there is stabilizer consuming the whole perimeter of the hoop, and also to that your hoop is tight to where it's so tight that it will not shift on you. I tend to have this centered better to where this is where the logo is going to be. I want 2 layers where the logo is. I also cut out bigger squares, but this is just a sample. This way, where there's no stabilizer on this side, there is a guarantee that the logo will shift on you and warp on you based on the layers. You just want to make sure that you have stabilizer, like literally, let me just get it right, consuming the whole perimeter of the hoop itself. Like, you want it to have stabilizer. It's also nice to have stabilizer here, but this works. And then have this really tight to where it's not moving or shifting on you. Sometimes my hands don't tighten them as well as they can, and so I use a screwdriver or Phillips to tighten it. Finding placement on a shirt can be very difficult, and it's the most important thing you can do when you're doing embroidery shirts. I got these embroidery buddies that all stitch or something like that. You could find these are called embroidery buddies. I'm sure you could buy them at Amazon. This is for children, these are measurements for children, and these are measurement placements for adults. You don't have to have a fancy hooping system. You would get it on the shoulder seam, and then you would bring it in, and then you would see that this is where the logo is. I hope you like this content. If you do, please subscribe, hit like, hit all the buttons and let me know that you're interested in this kind of work. I do have more work coming. I have a vinyl job, another embroidery job, and I also have a different type of embroidery job that I struggled the heck through. If you're interested in watching, please let me know, comment down below. Thank you for watching. All right, bye.